everyone, this is Meg at Chasing Retro. Today I have a haul to share with you. This is over the past couple of weeks or so. I have a couple of yard sales, a couple of thrift stores, and a purchase from an online live sale. I did not go anywhere today. Today's Saturday because we had rain and storms all day. So it's good that I found all of this last week so I can still be enjoying it today and be okay with not going out today. The first thing I'll show you, before I say that, this is going to be the hashtag Thrifted Treasures, which is hosted by Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic. I will link her channel below. If you would like to share things that you found in a thrifty way, please use that hashtag and link back to her. This is the package that I received from Angela. I purchased a few items on her live sale, Angela the Traveling Crafter. I'm going to link her channel also. She does a live sale, I think 3 out of 4 Thursdays a month. They're always a ton of fun. I don't often get to be present when they're on. A lot of times I'm actually cooking dinner while they're having it, but I just kind of put it on in the background. And this time I could not help it. I had to buy a few of the items that she had listed. And it's not just her, she hosts, but there are other makers that she sort of rotates out. Carrie the paper monkey, Sandy, let's see who's been on there. Sarah, I think Sarah of New England Junk Journals was on this past week, and Carol from Crinkled Path. So definitely check out those live sales. They're fun. So I couldn't resist this. This is like a 70s or 80s book about kittens. And as many of you know, I plan to make a cat journal soon. And I realized while I was going through my stuff recently, I had a lot of cat pictures, but not a lot of kitten pictures. So I think I have what I need now. I love how this book has been so loved that it's been torn up and retaped. If this was my book as a child, that's what it would look like too. So cute, y'all. This is going to be hard to pick which side of the page to cut and use. Yeah, I can't wait to look through this later. Oh, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Excited about that. Thank you, Angela, for that. She also sent, or I also ordered, some, this is I think she calls it an Angela, Angela ephemera kit, which is really cute. So it included these vintage curlers. I plan to make a vintage beauty / slumber party / nightgown journal at some point, and I thought these would be really cute tied into the dangle tassel, if you will. And then, oops, I missed this. I don't know how that happened. I must have just dumped it right out. Slip straps. So this will be a really fun piece of ephemera to tuck into a beauty journal. And then we've got some yo-yos. I like that. It's like the white on white. I don't have any like that. And then we have plastic paper clips, which are so 80s and so fun. I love them. And then these they look like little punchable picture frames, but you could use them as frames on a journal cover, honestly. That would make a really cool frame. You could even use a 3D foam sticker and pop it out. Or you could, let's see what else you could do. You could put something here, like some cardstock in here, and create sort of a pull-out hidden, it would need to be for a tall journal, but a hidden journaling spot, if you will. So those are cool. And then we have some Mary Kay order forms, which is awesome. I remember ordering, my favorite thing to order from Mary Kay was satin lips and satin hands. Raise your hand if you're a satin hands fan. It was essential in the winter when I was in college. I ordered it from a friend's mom. And then, yay, name tags are always fun to use. And then these are like the little medical file stickers and address labels. So fun. This is the Angela ephemera kit, I think, and I love it. I honestly just ordered it mainly for the curlers because I just have never seen those ever. Well, since I was a little girl, and you know, my mom used to go to beauty shops like the one in Steel Magnolias. This is, let's see what this is. Oh, we've got some popcorn bags, and she just sent me some fun extras. She's got her sticker for her business here, and some more fun stickers, and some whale tails, and a label for mothballs. So cool. My grandma used to use those in her closets. So yay. Thank you, Angela, for all of this. All right, let's move to the, I kind of have it all just jumbled up, so I'm not going to tell you which was thrift store, which was yard sale. This is a yellow doily. I never see yellow, and it's the ruffled kind, so I won't be able to use it very well, you know, as a whole, but I love cutting this into pieces and using it on snippets. And you hardly ever see this lemon yellow. This book was intriguing to me. It's very 60s looking, and the font is just, I mean, I've never seen this font in a children's book. Tell me if y'all have. It's so fun, and the colors are so bright, and the pictures are just random. It's almost like a child illustrated it, but I thought it was cute. And I love to make eclectic art journals with books that are a little bit odd like this. That's just me. That's my quirky self. And then I found a Wonder book. I don't know who makes Wonder books. I guess Wonder Books. And The Kitten's Secret. So I might use this as one of the cat journals. I'm not sure. The pages have been written on a little bit, but that's okay. This cat was outlined with pen. I got 2 bags of vintage linens. I think this is like a fingertip towel, a beautiful mint, and I don't think this is super old. It's probably machine done, excuse me, but it's still pretty. And then this one also looks machine done. That I don't know what kind of lace this is, but I thought they were very nice, and they're starched, and I love the border on them. So I thought these would make really pretty pockets, even the plain corners. So I got a lot of books in this haul, and some of the items that you see here will be headed to my shop. So if you see anything that you're super interested in, if I say that it's going in my shop, be looking for it in the next week or so. One of which will be this. I use this book as a moon journal base, and I've never seen one in the wild until this time, but I did, and it's in excellent, it's in better condition than the one I used. So y'all may remember the pictures. I used pages from this book in all the journals that I made. Very rich blues and bright orange. So this will be going in my shop. If any of you are wanting to make a vintage space journal, now's the time. I got this copy of Heidi. I'm going to make a Heidi journal sometime this summer. This is not exceptionally old, but let's see what the published date is. 84. But the illustrations are just so lovely. Look at that. They're large, but you could, you know, take a little bit of one to make a large tag. Heidi with grandfather. Peter and the goats. I just love it. I love the illustrations. I don't really picture Heidi looking like that. I don't know. I have the image of Shirley Temple in my head all the time when I think about Heidi. But I don't know. Maybe she was brunette. So there's the Heidi. And then I found 2 Childcraft books. These are the ones, the publication year that I like best. And it is Did I just pass it? Here it is. So this is $79, but I think most of the images in here are from the 60s. So they didn't start really changing the artwork until the ones published in the 80s. So a lot of these are still, you can see it, they're very 50s looking, and tons of fodder for making really interesting ephemera for childhood themed journals. These are very musty books. I think this yard sale in particular, I think everything had been stored in a barn, so they smell very musty. But yeah, I just love it. Love those. I'm going to put this in my shop. I see a lot of these single subject books, but I hardly ever see the fondue one. So this will be going in my shop sometime this week. And it's just a fun, very 70s book about, there's even some recipes clipped in there about fondue. I did not know there were so many types of fondue. There's some nice images for cutting out. This is really funny. This was on the live sale and I wanted it, but I talked myself out of it. And then lo and behold, I go to a yard sale the next day and find it. It's pretty gross. I hope that comes off. But the colors and the artwork are just amazing in here. Yeah, very 70s. I love it. And the cover, of course, this will make a beautiful eclectic journal. Okay, if you grew up in the 80s and you went to book fairs at school, you will remember the Serendipity books. I found the cat one and the bunny one. This one's probably the most popular. The one I see, well, okay, maybe the unicorn and the dragon. This is probably number 3. Most popular, but these look hardly even used. They are just in terrific shape. I love the big eyes and the eyelashes on these. And this is about a really large cat, which we have a really fat cat. Sterling is our big boy. And yeah, I had to get that one. I got this one mainly because the orientation was landscape, and you don't often see that in children's books. And so it's easy to use in a journal, so your pages won't have to be turned sideways. And it's all about the way things look at night. And so everything is sort of muted purples and blues and greens. And I think that's pretty. And of course, if you fold a page and use it, look at all this journaling space too. It's like they knew that you were going to use it as a journal page one day. And then this one is another just random, hey, this looks like an eclectic book, doesn't it? McBroom the Rainmaker. This looks like a weekly reader book, if you ask me. I love the colors and the messy art style in this one. And I love the font and the little star for the eye. This is another reader, 6 Ducks in a Pond. Just cute, more tiny illustrations in here, which is good because you can cut them out and put them on the corner of a page. Love it. And it would make a really cute journal cover too. Now, I love these so much. I think Hallmark came out with them too, but these were popular in the early 80s. They're pop-up books. Hallmark had some. This is a Random House one, and they're interactive. So I'll show it to y'all. I was a big Sesame Street girl growing up. I have only made one Sesame Street journal so far, but I still love Sesame Street. So they have pull tabs. See, Ernie's head is going up and down. Oh, there we go, the egg broke. Okay. And this one turns. Am I doing it right? That's really hard to grab. There's the blackbirds baked in a pie. Wow. How far does this go? That's really interesting. And the old woman who lived in a shoe. I can't use this for junk journaling, y'all. This is a let's keep this for grandkids book. Look at him jumping over the candlestick. He even twists in the air. It's got a little spin on it. And then this one is a flip out. And this looks like a flip out too. Oh, she comes in the gate, okay. And, oh, he sees cookies in the window. And Little Miss Muffet, here comes a spider, and she, she jumps up. Oh my goodness. And this one is not interactive because it's the last page. This is a sad nursery rhyme. I never liked Old Mother Hubbard at all. That's cute though. All right, the rest of the books are over here. I got 2 Disney Wonderful World of Reading books, Cinderella's Mice and Scamp and the Kitten. And these don't look like, you know, it's like they hired out other illustrators for these books because they don't quite look like the ones in the movie, but they're still very cute. I'm undecided about these. I might put these in my shop. I don't know. I have one more. I have the Rescuers. I don't know how easy they are to find. Like, I don't know how coveted they are, but they're cute, and I don't do a lot of Disney journals, so I might just put these in my shop for someone else to enjoy. So we'll see about that. That's probably my favorite though. I love that. I got this book. I forgot I got this one. I think it's a children's book. Matter of Fact books, but it's about flowers. I could have used this in my journals I just finished, but I forgot I had it. And just great, almost like a science book. Great little ephemera pieces. You could cut each of these little squares out if you wanted to. Ooh, that's pretty. I love making like side tucks with images like this. And then I found this book. This will be going in my shop. This is honestly a keepsake. It's still has the dust jacket on it, and it's very old. A linen cover. Let's see, 1931, and I'm pretty sure that is when this book was published, and it is in great shape. So I can't, if a book is in this great shape and it's this old, I just can't take it apart. So, but I know that there are people who collect this type of stuff, the vintage religious art and things like that, so I'll be putting this one in my shop. We've got to be getting close to copyright expiration, right? I cannot remember the year, so I don't know, maybe these can be scanned. Isn't it beautiful though? Okay, there's Simeon. I love the legs on the camels. That's pretty. I've never seen the star drawn like that. Ooh, that's pretty. I think some of these are actually frame worthy. They're so beautiful. There's some dirt smudges on here, but I mean, it's 1931, so I'm not complaining about that at all. Still in great shape. So pretty. That's beautiful too. So yes, we'll that will be going in the shop. It is a treasure for sure. Let's see what we can do next. Let's do linens. I found this valance. It is a very short valance, but I got it because I like this. I think this is all stitched, yeah, individually down. So to salvage this, I'll probably cut like that, and I can use it as something to wrap around a journal or even a pocket. And then I'm going to use a seam ripper and take off this beautiful vintage green trim. I have some that looks a lot like this already, but not this color. And I just love it. So for $1, I figured I could use it in 2 different ways. This is not for junk journaling, but I know y'all will appreciate it because it's retro. I thought it was a towel when I first saw it, and I think it is a terry cloth. It feels like a terry cloth on the front. The back is flat. But after we got it home and I unwrapped it, I was like, I think this is a blanket. It looks like a twin size blanket. No, maybe it's square. I think it's square. And like a throw. But I have decided that this will be our new picnic blanket. It is the perfect size to keep in the back of your car. I carry a picnic blanket with me at all times, just FYI. That's like a thing that I do. Right now I have a very heavy quilt, but in summer weather I like to have something a little thinner because usually the grass is softer, you know, and this just looks summery to me. So this will be going in the back of my car for impromptu picnics. Or if you get to a place and you were supposed to bring a lawn chair and you forgot one, this is helpful to have in your car with you, and it takes up very little room. I found some vintage sheets and pillowcases. I had never found this pattern before, and this is a king size, so it's very long. But yeah, I love this. More sheet material for future sheet covered, soft cover journals like the ones I just made. This one I think is 70s or early 80s, and this one has some staining and some fading on one side, but salvageable still, I think. I love it. It's like a flower garden meadow. I don't know the name of this pattern, but I have seen it on websites. And it's also a king. And then this one is also a king. And this one I believe is 80s, I think. And it's a Canon. It's more muted, but it's still beautiful. It has sunflowers on it in the corner here. So 3 king pillowcases, which is, you know, that'll make like 6 journals. And then I found a king size flat sheet that has been very loved. It is thin. It has been washed and washed and washed. No holes though, but it's like translucent. But I kind of like that. In fact, I may hold on to this for a while. I can see this being something like a shower curtain. I mean, seriously, I might save it for some project like that for my home because it is so beautiful and thin, and it's a little thin. I think it's a little thinner near the top, maybe where they were grabbing it to pull it up, but still, it's enough to work with that you could do something really neat with it for your home. I found a set of note cards and envelopes. They were packaged separately, but I bought both packs. They're just simple scallops. They're the same on both sides, which is super cool. So you could decorate one side and have the other side still pretty. And then the envelopes have polka dots on them. And they're a little more, they're bold colors, maybe a little fluorescent, but I love that for summer. And then I found some postcards. I'm not going to go through all these in great detail, but some of these will be going in my shop. There are some space travel and space program ones in here. This was funny. I had to send this to my cousin who lives there. Of course, this is probably not real. I know it's not real, but it's really funny. It's Texas jackrabbits. A lot of aircraft in here, military stuff. That guy. This one is fun. It's like a optical illusion. I hope I don't break YouTube by doing that. These are some local area in my state, towns. And then you've got like Minnesota. Like that's not anywhere near me. This is cool. It's like a car that's been artsied out. It's an art car parade. That would be fun to do. We can we should We should get cards and decorate those like we would a journal. Lots of historical ones. Like, I'm not gonna use those in my journals. This one is epic. There's several Beatles ones in here. There's another Walt Disney one. That's the Florida one. Here's Woodrow Wilson's limousine. This is Paris. There's some European ones in here. Beatles again. Lots of national parks. Evidently somebody's travel log. Paris. Y'all, there's a Roswell one, if y'all want that. 2 Roswell ones. This girl, I hope to do a 40s journal at some point. So I might hold on to her. Delta, dinosaurs. I'm telling you, this person was very eclectic. Longhorn cattle, another dinosaur. Here's the Houston one. I'll put those to the side because I will be listing those together probably. DC, Arizona. I have the same postcard when I went to DC in 2001. Is that not weird? Like, I remember buying this exact one. Natural Bridge. That's a vintage one, I think. That looks like an old picture. Another rabbit with big ears. Cactus blooms. Okay, this is funny. Evidently, this person really loved the Beagle Brigade, which are certain beagles that are at this certain airport at New York, and they sniff out stuff. Agricultural things that can harm our farming. And they must have really, maybe they went to a meet and greet of the dogs, and so they ended up with all these postcards. There's another one. Arizona. There's another one. There's another one. Lots of Western ones. I feel like everywhere I go, I end up with all these Western postcards, which is one part of the country I've not been. Here's some Caribbean countries. Rattlesnake. Ugh. Caribbean. This is in my state. This is some military battleships and aircraft carriers. More history. Native Americans, shipyards, shark teeth. Here's a space one. This is a fun place. I would totally go there. Look at that font on the gift shop. This is a random one in here. It's like a reproduction of a Victorian one. San Antonio space program. Oh, this is the Columbia, by the way. Do y'all remember that one? I was at home sick when the Challenger met its demise, and I was also at home sick as a 23-year-old the day this happened. I saw both of them live. I was afraid to stay home sick after that. I did not want to see that happen live either time. This is cool. That's a vintage San Francisco one. Another aircraft carrier, a cruise ship. Here's a moon one. Another Apollo 11. This is an earlier Challenger mission. Beatles, Maryland. Seal, Nova Scotia. Lots of Maine. Air and Space Museum in DC. This is some college in Virginia, I think. So, frog, humpback whale. So all of these were not much. I just decided to get them all, and I said I'd sort through them later. I got 2 packs of rickrack, because we can't leave this behind, can we, girls? And of course it's yellow, which is my favorite. I got this pad. She just gave this to me. This pad of graph paper. I've never seen this color and this style. Well, I have seen it, but I don't have any. Now I do. It's got some rips in it, but it was free. And last but not least, a Shoot Some Ladders game that is the version that I played with as a child. I see the new one all the time, and I see the one that's more, I guess, early 70s a lot of the time, and I just don't like the artwork as much. I think these children, they remind me of Gyo Fujikawa's art. And maybe it is. I don't even know. But he draws little pinpoint eyes like that. And I just, let's see if it's anywhere on here who drew it. I don't think so. That would be so cool if it was him. I mean, her. Y'all, I do that all the time. I say him, but it's Gyo is a female. It just says Milton Bradley. It has nothing about the artist. But I remember these exact children because I played this with my parents so much. I was an only child for 8 years, so when I wanted to play a game, it was usually my mom and dad who had to play with me. But I remember this guy because he had the longest slide to go down, and he broke that cookie jar, which was sad because he probably got a spanking, but he also lost all those cookies on the floor. This one was heartwarming. It was the tallest ladder, and he rescues the kitten, and then the kitten loves him forever. This one used to make me so mad, but I have this innate sense of justice, so that one always made me pretty happy. I was like, way to go, cat. Look, she's got her claws extended to show, look what I just did, guys. I'm telling you, when I saw this, I was like, I have to have this. I know this is strange. My children looked at me like I was crazy, but I don't see anything about an artist. I may have to research that. Yeah, nothing. Somebody drew it though. Somebody did. I think we may play this tonight after dinner. I've been asking, so I think I've convinced them to do that with me. And here's the little people. I was probably the girl in pink when I played. So that was my yard sale and thrift store haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, use the hashtag thrifted treasures and link back to Dale's channel if you would like to participate. It's really fun, guys. You should do it. And then we can all see what everybody else bought. I hope you guys have a great afternoon and the rest of your weekend goes so well and you enjoy every moment. We'll see you next time.